You had to reach to the front of the line. You had to use your mind. You had to reach to become a student before you could teach. Let's reach and open our minds to the power of spoken word. Power of spoken word with Paul. Power of spoken word with Paul. Power of spoken word with Paul.
Free thinkers, I went to a podcast today, and in my previous video, I explained what happened there. But this is a community that I was raised in, that my mom bought a house in, and like I said, left the house at 5 in the morning and came back at 4 in the afternoon to provide for me and my brother and my sister. Okay, and she was always there after 4, after she cooked dinner and made sure that we did our homework, put us to bed, and hear what we were talking about, how our day went. But the funny part about it, there was nobody there to hear how her day went. Nobody. Okay, until she met her new husband. That was her life, is going to bed by herself and not telling anybody how she felt. And I felt that was the worst way for somebody to live, that nobody's there for them while she was there for us. But long story short, where I used to live, we moved from there after a while. It was a pretty good neighborhood back then. And what I learned when I went there today was to see a thriving West Indian population that, it was crazy to see. There was no stores that have for sale sign or abandoned or needed to be leased out. Every store had a occupant inside of it. The sidewalk had vendors. The money stayed in this community to where this community is so thriving. It is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. The prices of things in the neighborhood are not high, but to where you could afford it. When I say, I mean talking about the goods and services there are not high, but where you could afford it. Every block store had a occupant in it. No store was vacant or without services. Every store. It's good to see my Jamaican people and my Caribbean people stand together and form a unity bond to where everybody had a store, everybody was thriving. The sidewalk had a vendor. The people inside the store came out to talk to the people on the sidewalk. Everybody had a spot. Everybody selling something. The community was thriving so much. It was crazy. I know I keep saying that, but it was crazy. So when I say to people, Church Avenue, no doubt is thriving. Utica Avenue, Flatbush Avenue, Rockaway in Queens, Jamaica Avenue, Liberty Avenue. All these places have a big Jamaican population and a big West Indian population, and they're thriving. The money stays in the neighborhood. Yeah, people are saying that the money stays in certain neighborhoods for one day. The money stays in the neighborhood. You got to see the type of cars that are parked up there. I am telling you, you would think that you're in Hollywood. You see the type of cars that's parked up there. So the neighborhoods are thriving. It would be essential for other neighborhoods to pattern on what I saw today and understand why the money must stay in the community. Because once the money stays in the community, the housing prices go up. More people want to come into the neighborhood. Every neighborhood has ups and downs in it. But to watch a community that I grew up in Brooklyn, that back in the days, when I was growing up, not every store was occupied. Now every store is occupied. Every store is occupied and it's running and thriving. So I say to people, your dream is only a dream if you make it a reality. And don't let nobody divert you from your dream, because those who divert you from your dream didn't have one in the first place. So they have no problem telling you that you can't live your dream. People, live your dream and don't let nobody take that away from you. Free thinkers.